It's been a while, but let's talk about The Holdovers. I'm a huge Alexander Payne fan. I love all of his movies from Sideways to The Descendants to Nebraska to Election to Citizen Ruth. I think he has a really good way of exploring characters and funny situations with that are dark, but he gives it a lot of heart and emotional depth to it. And that is exactly what he gives us with The Holdovers. This is a movie about a group of flawed individuals, three of them to be precise, and they all have something that's holding them back, not just in physically at the school that they're attending, but also in life. Alexander Payne does a wonderful job of capturing the time period that this film is set in. It very much feels like a 70s movie, but shot in like the 90s. It's kind of like a weird nostalgia trip where you feel like you're watching a movie from the 90s that's set in the 70s. But you can tell like the emotions and the struggles that each individual is suffering through is very universal and very timely. This movie has probably one of the best screenplays this year. It's funny, but it's charming. It's also very insightful, and there's moments of deep sadness. And it balances it out with such heartfelt genuinity, and that makes you want to cheer for the characters. I feel like the characters are the highlight of the film. They are written so well, so three dimensional, with so much depth, and there's more to them as you explore their backstories and their trials and tribulations through life. And that's exactly what the film does, is that the more we learn about each individual character, that's also when the other characters discover that about them as well. I can't praise Paul Giamatti enough. I mean, he is a world class actor, and he delivers here with so much emotional depth, so much sophistication in his performance, and just so much nuance. The newcomer Dominic Sessa is such a likable and charming, charismatic individual, and as the movie progresses, you really do feel bad for him. And oh my god, Divine Joy Randolph is just the heart and soul of the film. And there is just this really heartbreaking moment just between her and her sister that just made me want to cry that instant in the film. That's just what's so wonderful about this film, is that it manages to make you laugh but also really sympathize and get emotionally involved in the lives of these characters. It's just a wonderfully well-paced movie that's directed incredibly well with just some really strong writing, direction, great production design that's really encapsulates the period that it's set in. It's just a movie that's just going to make you happy at the end of the day, all warm and fuzzy. It really does feel like a Christmas sweater. This is probably one of Alexander Payne's best movies, and almost all of his movies are his best movies, so that's saying a lot. This is a wonderful film. It's probably one of the best films of the year, and it's going to get a lot of awards attention. It is highly recommended by me that you go check it out. It's a movie that's going to have you cheering at the very end of the day.